Hai kepada semua followers di page Harimau Melaya. Okey, hari ni kita ada Temubual eksklusif. Maira bawakan pemain kacukan Jamaica dan Malaysia yang sekarang berada di England bermain untuk Kettering Town FC. So bersama dengan kita hari ni Kobe Jae Chong. Hi Kobe, how are you?
Hello, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much for being with us today. It's 9 a.m. there, right, in UK.
Yeah, it's early.
How's your Chinese New Year celebration with your family? Everything going well?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Nice, to spend some time with the family and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, great to know that. Okay, so Kobe, you just transferred to new club, right? Two days ago on February
Yeah.
15, Kings Lane Town. Now you're on loan with Kettering Town FC. I know it has been few days, but how was everything? When will you start
Uh,
training with your new club?
yeah, it's been really good. I spent the last few weeks training with Kings Lynn Town. Obviously, they're professionals, so they train every day. So when I left Barwell Football Club to go to Kings Lynn, obviously, they're full-time professionals. Obviously, Barwell and Kettering, they're part-time, so they don't train every day. So it's good to be back in, full-time professional football. And then obviously now I'm alone at Kettering, to continue my development and keep playing regular football to the end of the season. So yeah, it's really good.
Okay, so in 2023, last year, you were with Nuneaton, Borough, Alchurch, and Barwell. So 3 clubs in a year. Well, maybe you can tell us what your plan was during that time. Maybe you had a specific target or plan last year.
Yeah, so last year, obviously, last season was the first year. Obviously, as everyone knows, I left Peterborough United, who were in the Championship. So I was a full-time professional footballer then, and then I went to Telford United initially in the Conference North. They're part-time, but obviously it's still a good division. And I wasn't really playing as much as I wanted to. And my manager got sacked, etc., etc. So then I moved over to Nuneaton to finish the season. Come to the end of the season, decided wasn't really going to be the place that I was going to be staying at Nuneaton. So then Church and a few other clubs got in touch, and I know some of the staff over at Church already because I was working with them and doing other things. Because obviously, when you're part time, you do a bit of work and stuff on the side. So I went there for best part of 3 months, and yeah, just I don't really think it was working out. So then I moved over to Barwell. Had a really good start at Barwell. Scored on my debut, assisted the winner on my debut, and yeah, just since then I've continued that momentum. I think I was scoring or assisting in every other game. So yeah, it's been really good. And then obviously Kings Lynn got in touch, and the opportunity to go back full time, I couldn't really turn that down.
Okay. All right. So apart from Sri Pahang Club before, right? Were there any clubs from Malaysia that were interested in signing with you?
Yeah, so when I left Peterborough, I had Johor messaged me, but my agent was in collaboration with Pahang, so obviously we agreed with Pahang for me to go and train just to get the experience to see what it was like, and it was a really good experience. And Malaysia and going over to play for a club in the future is something that's I think about very often. So yeah, my sort of plan, if you're asking me what my plan is, I'd say I'm sort of striving to get back to the highest level here, so then I can go over to Malaysia with an even better profile than what I have now. So yeah.
Do you have any clubs in Malaysia that you have a dream of playing in that clubs? Yeah.
To be honest, I think with all the love and support I get from the Malaysians, it wouldn't be fair to say one club, but I'd definitely love to play for any club in Malaysia as long as they've got a big fan base and nice facilities and stuff. Obviously, Johor is obviously at the forefront because that's the biggest club in Malaysia, but Pahang was really good as well. I've got a few friends there, and yeah, I've seen a few other clubs as well. So yeah.
Okay, so for your documentation, right? Okay, what's your current status to get a Malaysian passport so that you can play for our Malaysian national team under 23?
I think so the current status with that is obviously with me being when I came out of professional football, if I had stayed in professional football in England, it would have been easier to get it done. So obviously I know with Richard, he's still a professional here at Charlton. So the agency that we work with was able to obviously sort that and get him, training on the camp. Obviously, whereas with me, because I dropped out of professional, it's a bit harder because you don't have the same profile. But obviously now that I'm back in full-time football, I'm hoping that speeds everything up. And yes, obviously need to get in regular touch with my agent who was sorting it and just see what happens. But I think now that I'm back in the right environment and the right size of club, that should speed things up for sure.
Okay, but is there any current status update from the some source about your documentation?
I do everything through the agent who works over there. We haven't been in the most of contact recently because obviously I've been so busy over here trying to find the right place for me club-wise over here. But I'm sure now that I'm in the right place, obviously Kingsland Town have had a lot of Malaysian players in the past as well. So I think hopefully that should connect the two things and then things can get sorted even quicker.
Okay. Okay, so your dad is from Malaysia and your mother's from Jamaica. You can represent actually England, Jamaica, Malaysia team. So why do you choose to play for Malaysia team?
The reason I choose to play for the Malaysian team is because my grandma is Malaysian, and also obviously Malaysia's a massive country. The fans and the support since obviously everyone's aware of me it's phenomenal. Like it's crazy. But yeah, those are the main reasons really, because I could represent Jamaica, I could play for England, I could even try China because obviously my dad's mixed. But
Okay.
I think at the front of my mind, it's never been a question. It's always going to be Malaysia for sure.
Well, you have many fans here. Many people want you to be in our team, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have a dream to play for the Malaysia senior national team as well?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I've spoken to a few players and stuff. Not many in the national team, but like boys that I met over there. Obviously, I know Lee Tuck. I've spoken to him a few times
Okay.
because he's come back to England now. But yeah, like the experience is amazing, and the fan base and the following, and it's unreal. So yeah, definitely, it's definitely something that will be done. It's just getting me to the right place here and then sorting things out because obviously I'm over here at the moment. So yeah, that's mainly all it is really.
Okay, so regarding the Asian Cup recently in Qatar for our senior national team. So what's your thought on the Harimau Malaya performance recently?
I followed the first game, and obviously I thought we was going to win, but it was disappointing that we didn't get the result that we was looking for. But yeah, it's just one of the things. Obviously, it's quite hard to follow everything because I've got a lot going on over here. Because I still, well, previously I was obviously working and stuff like that. But I did follow the first game, and obviously, yeah, it was a disappointing result. But it looked
What
like
about
it
Korea
was.
game? Do you have a chance to watch Korea game?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it. No.
Okay. But yeah, we draw with Korea. So what's your thoughts about that?
My thoughts on that is, to be fair, that's quite a good result. I mean, Korea have got some really big players, some really really big players. So I feel like yeah, that's a good result. And yeah, regarding the Jordan result, obviously that's disappointing, but it was obviously the first game, so things happen.
But Jordan was in final with Qatar and they won first runner up. Yeah, it's actually
Okay.
quite a surprise for
Yeah,
everyone. Yeah.
yeah, because like a lot of my friends asked me, who do I think's gonna win, and I said Malaysia, and then when I saw the result, I was a bit taken back. I was like, no way, because obviously Malaysia's a much bigger football country than Jordan. So yeah.
Okay. So in Malaysia senior team, do you always look up to any players and maybe you can tell like who are your favorites in a team?
Yeah, yeah. So I know Arif Ayman.
All right,
I
hi,
know,
mine. Okay.
yeah, I know
Okay.
he's like the next up and coming, like very good player.
Mm-hmm.
I know Junior Ed Stoll. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I know of him. I know Lee Tuck.
Mm-hmm.
I know obviously he was at the the last tournament. But yeah, I know Darren Locke. Who else do I know? Obviously, I know Hong Guan. I don't think he was in the squad, but I know him as well. He's at Johor. Who else do I know?
There are so many, actually.
Yeah, it's quite a big squad, you see. So I know mainly most of the boys who are like who've been based in England and stuff like that. So yeah.
Do they share their experience with you in the team?
I spoke with Lee. I'll be honest, I haven't spoken with the last three that I mentioned, but obviously with Lee, because I met Lee at I met Lee at Pahang. So I spoke with Lee and he told me honestly it's an amazing place to be. It's an amazing experience.
Okay, so for
And yeah.
For Asian Cup under 23, Malaysia is in Group D, same as Uzbekistan, Vietnam, and Kuwait. So, what's your thought about the grouping and chances for Malaysia to go for the next stage?
I think we should be top in that group. I believe with the players, the size of our country, and the ability. I think we should be coming through the group. I think we should qualify.
So, hopefully, you will be joining them. All right. Okay. Lastly, what's your target and hope for the future? Maybe do you have any targets to play for other clubs apart from Malaysia and England? Maybe in Southeast Asian clubs, for example.
Yeah, I think I want to see how the next 2 years go here now. You know, hopefully progress back into. I've got a really bad cold. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm really ill. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
I'd
okay.
like to see. Yeah, I'd like to see how the next 2 years go. Obviously, I really want to progress back into the English Football League. You know, and continue my career here. But yeah, definitely, I think my targets are to represent obviously the Malaysian national team for sure. Firstly, obviously go on a training camp. That's like something I've been thinking about. And then I think long-term goal would be to play for a club in the English Football League, and then go over to Malaysia as well. And if it's not playing Malaysia, it's playing Thailand or Singapore, like something near sort of Malaysia. And yeah, just really explore my origin really and play over there in Asia. But especially like obviously Malaysia would be where I want to play. Yeah.
Okay. So Kobe, maybe you have any message to your Malaysian fans here watching the video?
Yeah, I'd just like to say thanks to everyone for the continued support. It's much appreciated. Obviously, I know it's frustrating that things aren't processing as fast as we want them to be, but everything will work out in the end. I'm constantly supporting the national team. I'm always following different clubs in and around the Malaysia Super League, you know, to keep an eye on it. And yeah, I just think keep sticking together. Thanks for guys for keep supporting me. And yeah, I hope I'm making you guys proud and I keep progressing, and then eventually I can meet you all soon.
All right. Thank you so much, Kobe. That's all for today. Thank you so much for being with us today, although it's early in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
you're welcome.
Kongsi Pacai, Sunyan Kuala to your family. All right. Okay, so kepada semua followers di page Harimau Malaya, macam biasa, jangan lupa like, subscribe dan share konten kami dan keep on supporting us guys. Bye.